Today we are fishing with live bait for some big bass. Come on, baby, stay on there. What do I got, dude? Oh, it's a bass. That will work. He's under again. He's under again. We got him. We got him. So we'll use one rod for a big live bait. This one just got eaten. Got him. Fish on. Fish on, baby. It's two giant bass. Oh my gosh, that is a giant. That is a giant bass. Come here. Come here. All right, boys and girls, in today's fishing video, we are going to go down to a neighborhood pond and we are going to use some live bait to catch some big bass. We're going to start off using some live worms, which we're going to use to catch some live bluegill, and then we're going to use those live bluegill to catch some big bass and possibly even some big catfish. The goal for today's video is to catch a fish over 5 pounds. This pond has got some really big bass in it. I'm talking 8, 9, 10 pound bass, so that could very easily happen. Let's go ahead and put a live worm on the hook and catch some bait. All right, y'all. The first thing that we are going to do today is throw out this anchor. I have not used an anchor in this boat in literally forever, but it is a smart choice to do so. That's what we're doing. And now we have got to catch some bluegill. So we're gonna take these little worms right here. We're gonna get a couple of these bad boys out and we are going to throw them over here to hopefully catch some bluegill. Take our little worm and put them on the hook. That's a big old fat worm too. We're gonna take it and throw it over there in the shade and we should get bit instantly. Maybe not. Let's maybe try one over here off of this tree. Maybe there's some over there. Oh yeah. Got our first fish of the day. This should be the perfect bait size too. Yeah. You know what? We're going big or going home. We're gonna try it. I've got 2 rods. So we'll use one rod for a big live bait, which is this one. And then we'll use another for a smaller bait fish. Now, one problem is that this bobber is not very big. As you can tell, I ran out of the bigger bobbers. So this bait fish is definitely gonna take this bobber under the water, at least at first. But eventually, he'll come back up and everything will be fine. So. But he is gonna go crazy for a little bit, I will say that. We're gonna put that rod down and I'm gonna go ahead and fix my worm and see if I can catch another bait fish real fast. Let's take it, throw it back in that same spot. See what happens. Oh yeah, good cast. But no bluegill. Took my worm. And I think I want to recast this one because he's kind of out in the middle of nowhere now. The thing about this pond is that I usually always get the bigger bass. Oh my goodness, what'd you do? I almost always get the bigger bass up on the bank or the bigger catfish or whatever for that matter. But I usually get them up there on that shaded bank. They tend to hang out up there for the most part. And I actually need to go ahead and rig this rod up. This rod has a bottom rig on it, so I'm gonna tie a bobber rig on here instead of this big weight. And then we'll catch another bait fish and we'll get this one thrown out too. But I want to go ahead and get this one rigged up. I do have this bigger wooden cork, which I guess I could use. I used to use this all the time growing up. I guess maybe we'll try this out and see how it does. All right, and we are rigged up. Got my wooden cork, got my hook, and that setup is ready to go. And I'm actually going to reel this bluegill in. And I'm gonna put him on this rod just because that is a much bigger bobber. And it should be better for this fish. because this is a big old bait fish right here. So we're gonna take him off of this hook and we're gonna put him on this one. And now we need to catch another bait fish to go on this other rod. So that's what we're gonna do. There's a brim that keeps jumping right here. Keeps jumping in the middle of the pond. If I can catch a small one, I think I'm gonna be good. We should get bit pretty quick on a smaller bait fish. We got another one, but I think it's a big one. Yep. He's about the same size as that last one. We need some babies. We don't need these big ones. Oh, this one's the perfect size, I think. We just got to get him in the boat. Yes! That's what we're going for right there. That is the absolute perfect bait size. So this one is going to go, that other fish is going crazy. This one is going to go on our other rod. This is going on the Kicking Their Bass combo because this is a little bit of a smaller bobber. Boom. Throw him up there. He is an active one too. But now we've got two bait fish, so while I'm waiting on these to go under, I'm gonna see if I can catch another one of those small bait fish. If I can, I'm gonna change out that big one to another small one. I got one, but I don't think it's small. Actually, it's not bad. He's still a little bit large though. He swallowed it too. Got one. I think it's a small one. I think this is the perfect size. Oh yeah. That is way better than that big one that we've got. So we're gonna take that big one. We're gonna let him go and we're gonna put this one on instead. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Definitely smaller. Not by a ton, but he is smaller. Try to get a nice long cast. That was perfect. And now we just have to hope he doesn't go swim into the trees. I've got both of them sitting in a pretty good spot. So now all we got to do is just wait. And hopefully the next time that I look over, that bobber's going to be going under and there's going to be a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, who knows, 10-pound bass on the end of the line. Here comes the turtles. He was looking at my bluegill. That other one's running like crazy right now. I don't know if he's getting chased or not. He's kind of acting like it though. Before we get any further into the video, I did want to ask you guys, if you wouldn't mind, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below. I am currently at 73,000 subscribers, and I would love to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to go down below, leave a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. This is just a big waiting game, but it's high risk, high reward. You might not get a bite, or you might, but if you do get a bite, it's going to be a good one. This bluegill right here is about to come up next to the boat. I have had bass eat it next to the boat though. Like that has happened before. I don't know what he's doing. He's just swimming around. Maybe the bass aren't over here. I would think that they would be, but you never really know. I'm gonna give it about 15 more minutes. If I don't get a bite on one of these, I'm probably gonna take it and throw it out in the very middle of the pond. Because sometimes you'll have luck out there too. You never really know. I think I'm gonna try moving this one. It's been a while. I like where that other one's sitting at. This one was sitting in a good spot too, but we're just gonna try him out there in the middle. He may end up swimming over towards this old dock, which is usually a pretty good spot, but even out there in just the middle, there could be fish that are cruising around and they see him sitting out there, so you never really know. I'm gonna go ahead and recast this red rod. No hits out there in the middle. I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer to this old dock if I can, and that looks perfect. That was perfect. As long as he doesn't get me hung up, I think we'll get a bite over there. I really do. Oh yeah, this one's getting eaten. This one just got eaten. Got him. Fish on. Fish on, baby. Let's go. I don't know what we got. Oh, I hope it didn't come off. I think it just came off. Nope, I still got it. I still got it. I still got it. It's something big. Oh my God, it's 2 giant bass. Oh, there was another giant with that one. Oh my gosh. Dude, it was literally 2 giants. It was 2 giants swimming together, and we got one of them. As long as she stays on there. Oh my gosh, that is a giant. That is a giant bass. Come here. Come here. Oh, she's barely hooked. Let's freaking go, baby. That is a stud. Oh, on the live bluegill. That's how we do it right there, folks. That's how we do it. What a giant. There was an even bigger fish with this one. They were swimming together. I guess they were both cruising together. And as soon as this one got hooked, I was reeling her in, and that other bass was right there next to her. Wow. This is definitely not the biggest fish in this pond. There's plenty of more big bass in here, but this is definitely a good one. We're coming in at 462. I'm gonna weigh her one more time because she looks a little bit bigger than that to me, but the scale doesn't lie. Yep, 465. She looks a lot bigger than that, but I guess she's just not very full. She's been trying to eat a couple bluegill, and thankfully she ate mine. What an awesome first fish for the day though. I mean, not an absolute giant, but that is a big bass. So I appreciate you biting, girl. Ooh, slimy. Let's go ahead and put her back. Maybe we'll be able to catch her friend that was swimming with her. Maybe, if we're lucky. Bye-bye. There she goes, just all nice and peaceful. I will say this, I'm glad I made the call to cast over there on that old dock, wherever it's at. Over there. That old dock has been really good to me. Ever since I was a kid fishing this place, we've caught a ton of really big fish over there. And hopefully we can catch a couple more over there off of it. I gotta catch another bluegill, but we might throw this other one out over there just to see what happens. I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and take this other bluegill. We're gonna throw it over there in that same spot where I just caught that fish. I think there's more over there, so I think it's worth it. That's not exactly where I wanted to go, but it's not bad. So we're gonna let that one sit. And now we have to get some more worms and catch another bait fish, because ooh, these things are getting warm too. I'm gonna have to put these boys in the shade. Probably put a little bit of water in there too. That's how quick it can happen though. You're just sitting there thinking that you're not gonna get a bite. Next thing you know, an almost 5-pounder takes your bait under. I mean, you never really know what's gonna happen when you're live bait fishing. We got a bait fish. Dude, this is the perfect size. It is the perfect size. Oh my gosh. This thing is so tiny. This is gonna get eaten so quick. Like, it's gonna get eaten instantly. I guarantee you. I like getting some big bait fish, but at the same time, I like getting some of these small ones, because these small ones will catch anything. Like, you can catch a 1-pound bass on a brim this small. Like, it does not have to be a big fish to eat something like this. So that's kind of the nice thing about it. That was a good cast. On the old wooden bobber. I think something just ate him. Something just ate him. Something just ate him. Literally. Oh no. It came off. It literally happened that quick, y'all. I don't know if the fish is still on there or not. I'm gonna watch it. It might go back under. I could have definitely just caught that fish, but I was reeling in this one. But that's what I'm saying. When you have a bait fish that small, it literally can happen so quick. But I don't even know if my bait fish is, oh, he's under again. He's under again. We got him. We got him. I don't know what we got, but we got one. It's definitely not as big as the last one, but we got another one that quick. The next cast. Yep. Yep. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. When you got a small bait fish like that, you can literally catch any size bass. That's the cool thing about it. This fish is literally like a pound. Nothing like that last one, but that was literally the next cast. That's awesome. If we can keep catching small little bait fish like that, oh buddy, we're gonna be in business. And luckily I've still got some worm left. So we're gonna throw this back in there and see if we can catch another bait fish. Hopefully the same size as that last one, and try to catch another fish. Because that happened so fast. I've probably been fishing for probably 2 hours, haven't had any action. And within a matter of 5 minutes, we've already got 2 fish. That's what I'm talking about.
2 hours later.
Well, I think we're gonna call it on this spot. My bait fish are definitely not as active as they were. I'm not getting any bites, and it is hot out here. I may go to a different pond. I'm not 100% sure yet. But if not, we're gonna come back tomorrow. Oh my gosh, this anchor is heavy. And we are back. Day 2, boys and girls. We are at the same pond, but today we are not gonna hop in the boat first thing. We may end up having to hop in the boat, but we are gonna start off right here next to the old dock where we caught our 2 fish yesterday. We've let these fish rest for a day. Hopefully today there's gonna be some more fish on this old dock and we can hopefully catch them. Now, there is a slight problem. I do not have any more live worms to catch bait, but I have a plan. And this is the plan. This is a small little rooster tail. This is the perfect bait to catch bass and brim. And we're gonna throw this around and hopefully catch some small enough bait fish to use. I don't really know if we're gonna just catch big ones on this or if we're gonna catch some small ones. I'm not sure, but we're gonna get this tied up on the mock jack spinning combo and see what we can do. The pond's looking beautiful today. It's still hot. I'm already sweating, but we're out here fishing. It's gonna be a good day. Hopefully we can get us another fish over 4 pounds, maybe even bigger. Let's go. All right, let's get started. We have got the mock jack spinning combo. We have got our rooster tail. I need to get some pliers. There we go. We're gonna cut off this hook and take off this bobber and break out this bad boy right here. This is just a classic little rooster tail. This is an 1/8 ounce and this is a silver one. I like the silver and the white ones the best. I feel like they always get bit the best, but I'm sure the other colors work too. Most of the time, little panfish like brim are not super worried about what bait you throw at them. Bam, rigged up. So now we just gotta catch fish. I don't think we're gonna have a big problem catching fish. I think we're gonna have a problem catching small fish. So we'll just have to see. But I'm gonna start off in this little corner right here. Throw this around a little bit. And maybe we'll get lucky and catch one. I just had a couple tiny ones chasing it, but they couldn't actually eat it because they're too small. Oh, dude, I just had one. That was the perfect size. I could see him. All right, let's try that again. He just didn't get the hooks very good. We're gonna try it again. Come on. Come on, Mr. Brim. Oh, that was another bite. They're stacked up right there. Bruh. All right, come on. Dang it. They keep just short striking it. I need one to eat it all the way. Come on. Just eat it. You can catch everything on these little spinners like this. You can catch bass, you can catch brim, you can catch crappie, you can catch trout. You can literally catch anything. All right, last cast over here. Then I'm gonna move spots. There's not a ton of brim over here. That's one. Oh, that's a bass. Yep, I told y'all. You can catch anything on this. You can literally catch anything. Honestly, that'd probably be a cool video, just like a little micro fishing video. Just go out and use small baits. We can use some spinners and some little crankbaits and stuff like that. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But that is our first fish of the day. Third bass of the video. He's not big, but we'll take him. Even though that is not what we were going for. And these weeds and stuff around this pond have got tall too. Can't barely cast right here. That's another bass. Oh my gosh. They're smoking this thing. I can catch these, but I can't catch a little brim. I mean, come on now. I will say, a micro video at this pond would probably crush it. There's some big fish in here, but there's also some smaller fish. And honestly, we'd probably catch a little bit of everything. These little ones are feisty today. They're ready to eat, so maybe that means we'll get a couple big ones to eat too. Maybe. Just have to see. I'm just trying to catch a brim. Come on. I don't want any more bass. Usually I love catching bass, but not right now. I want to catch brim. Back to spot number one. This is the only place where I've got bit by a brim because I could see them when they were biting it. Those are little bass right there. Bet you I can catch them. Watch this. Told you. That's crazy. They love this little thing. It just looks like a little tiny minnow, and they just eat it up. See you, buddy. All right. Come on, brim. All right, come on, brim. I was literally catching them right here on a worm yesterday. That's another bass. Bruh. Come on. Can't catch any bait because I just keep catching bass. Nope, it's another bass. I'm gonna have to go dig up some worms. There's just no way around it. That might be a brim. Yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go. That's the perfect bait size. I knew this would work. Actually, I didn't know that because I was losing hope. But we got one. Finally. Finally, we got one. Oh my goodness. Bait fish. Yeah. We're gonna put him on the wooden cork. Same setup as yesterday. This is a little bit of a large bait fish, but it will definitely work. Yeah, yeah. I gotta try to get a good cast over there. I'm probably gonna have to cast from back here because of these trees, but I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. Honestly, that's not bad. Leave that rod right there. Pick this one back up. See if we can catch another bait fish. We just got to keep an eye on it, because you never know how fast a bass could eat that thing. Or catfish. There's some big old cats in here too that might love to eat a bluegill. Yes, I got another one. I got another one. Let's go. Let's go. Perfect. Went from catching nothing but bass to now we're catching nothing but bait fish. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're gonna have 2 lines out. I like it. Now we're in business. Now we just gotta sit and wait. And the best thing about today is I'm not in the boat, so I get to sit in the shade where it's cool. This one bluegill is coming up here close to this bank. I might recast him here in a little bit, but for right now, I'm just gonna leave him because this is a shady tree. There is a good possibility there could be a bass under there. I'm just gonna let him do his deal for right now, but if he gets any closer, I'm probably gonna move him back out. And it seems like he is getting closer. Something might have this one. Something actually might have it because that bobber's staying down, not coming back up. I think something does have him. No! Took my bait, dude. Dang it, I thought I had one. I was trying to let it sit there. Oh no, my freaking hook broke off. You gotta be kidding me. Dang it, my line must have got frayed from yesterday. Oh my gosh, something had him right there. It wasn't something huge, but it was definitely a decent fish because that bobber was down for a long time. Dang. I didn't even lose the fish, I hooked him, but my daggum line broke. That's crazy. I'm not really sure what happened, except I do think I was wrapped around the dock a little bit, which could mean that the line got frayed on one of them old pylons. I'm rigged back up now though, but now we have to do the hard task of catching another brim, which has not been easy. But I did catch 2 back to back. So maybe, just maybe, I'll get another one over here. Another bass. Okay, I can't fish right there anymore. There's just too many bass over here. Too many little bass in this little corner. I wonder if I could find like a little grasshopper or a cricket or something. Maybe I could use that for bait. It's so hard to find worms right now because it's so hot. But if I could just find like a little bug or something, I could probably put it on a bobber and catch something probably. Bass. How many of these things have I even caught today? I mean, geez. They're just eating it up. Hoping to catch one about 7 times that size. That's a brim. It's a brim. Yes. Yes. That will work. He's a little bit big, but it'll work. This is the size of the other one that got eaten, so this will work just fine. I can't believe I finally caught one. I made that same cast probably 7 million times, and I haven't caught anything except for bass. But guess what? We're back in business, boys and girls. I'm gonna try to throw this one over off the end of the dock, and I might end up moving that other one. But we're gonna try to throw this one over there off the end. It's not exactly what I was going for, but as long as he stays kind of still, I think we'll be okay. I mean, that's where the fish are gonna be at. They're gonna be right around that dock, but homie is swimming around quite a bit. Hopefully he'll just stay in the same general location. I feel a lot better now that we have 2 baits out. We have double the odds of actually getting a bite, but we'll see what happens. We've had 1 bite so far today. I messed it up. Hopefully we can get a couple more. Bass. Actually a halfway decent one too. He ain't big, but he's decent. But no bluegill. That one is starting to go crazy. Oh, I think I might have a fish on that one. I might have a fish. Oh yeah, I got one. I got one. I got one. Come on, baby, stay on there. Got her. I don't know what I got. I got a fish. I got a fish. Oh, it's stuck on that line. You gotta be kidding me. What do I got? What do I got, dude? Oh, it's a bass. It's a bass. It was stuck, but I got him. I got him. Let's go, baby. I just had my brim on there too. I don't know where he went. Let's go. That was a small bass to be eating a brim like that. First decent one of the day. Not a giant by any means, but we'll take it. He's a lot better than the small ones that have been biting that spinner. And we have really got to catch some bait now because we don't have any live bait anymore. We've got that bluegill out there, but that bluegill has sadly passed on to the other side.